Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Beast! Peekaboo! I'm YouTube famous now. Available on iTunes in 2018. The Retro Remix vinyl. Went to a party last Saturday night. Didn't get laid, got in a fight. It ain't no big thing. I love Dancing Care Bears. In any video that I see Dancing Care Bears, oh my God, just warms my, is that my heart? Warms my heart so much. So anyway, I love talking about YouTubers with lots of heart and soul. So anyway, today we are gonna talk about Ms. Karina Kaboom. And I don't think, and this is very, very important, now, I have mentioned her in a lot of my videos, and before we get into this, I just want to say that, like, since this is the season of giving and all, and, you know, there's a little insider secret on YouTube that a lot of people, I mean, positive or negatively, this is a true story, they don't mention other YouTubers' names in their videos because they don't want to drive traffic or views to that person or whatever, okay? I really could care less about that, and in fact, I don't abide by many of the rules on YouTube, the unwritten rules, that is. I kind of do what I want to do, baby, okay? You don't put baby in a corner. And I do what I want to do, see? Stay golden, pony boy. And so it seemed to have worked for me this far. So if you want to go follow Karina Kaboom or whoever, I really don't care. Go give her the views. Go give her the subscribe to her channel. I mean, listen. I don't really believe, like, I think there's like this whole undercurrent, like when you won't talk about somebody in a video, it's like, well, I really don't want them to get the views or the subs. Why not? Do you feel like they're your competition? Do you feel like I'm your competition? See, because I don't see you as my competition, which is why you're not a threat to me, and I have no problem sending you over that way some a little love and attention, because it's the Christmas holiday. Because, see, I see myself as my own competition, and every day I have to remain teachable and be the best version of myself and try harder to put out the most truth-telling videos out there. And if you don't know what my gig is, okay, is talking about all of the drama bullshit out there and the hypocrites of YouTube. So, let's get right into this video. I love a good hypocrite, don't you? Now, I used to say back in the day on my videos, true story, so before y'all come for me, I said back in the day, I said I am the biggest hypocrite on YouTube because one day I'll say I can't stand somebody, and then the very next day they're like my best Judy. And in fact, that kind of happened with Trisha Paytas and I, because in one video, if you go back and watch, I said, who is she making these extensive music videos about? For who? Like, I didn't get it, right? Well, for me, I live for them. I've been watching Freaky all day today. So anyway, so let's get right into this video. That being said, okay, before we get into this, and everybody wants to say, well, you want to talk about this person, you want to talk about that person. Yes, I will. I'll talk about it all day long, okay? In fact, everybody has been asking me to make a video about Trisha Paytas' Patreon and blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to make the video. Y'all want to see it? I'll make it. So whatever, okay? I don't really care. I don't kiss nobody's ass, okay? I do what I want to do. I ain't afraid of nobody. If she's my friend, she's going to stay my friend, whether I tell the truth or not. And that's the point of being a good friend, okay? Karina, you can talk about your friends honestly, and it doesn't mean that you're not their friend. So let's just get into that really quickly, because this is a lot today. I have notes, mostly because I'm so tired of people coming to me here. Since pink is Jeffree Star's favorite color, we're going to talk about him in a second. I thought I would use that one. As people come to me, they're always like, well, you got that wrong and you got that. But they're just my opinions. And before we get in this before we get into this video, let me just say, everything in my videos is just my opinion. So you can't disagree with my opinion, okay? You just can't. It's mine. I have a right to it. It's my opinion. So, but my videos are commentary and reaction and opinions based on what I see in other people's videos or bullshit that they put out there, whatever you want to call them. So anyway, we're going to get right into this one today. Now, I will tell you, I think in my year almost and a half that I have been on this channel on YouTube, I do not believe I have ever made one video completely dedicated to Karina Kaboom, which is important. We're going to talk about, right, in just a second. And so alleged stalking and harassment that she's talked about in direct messages to people about how I've stalked and harassed her for the last year is interesting to me. Now, I have made references to her in videos, and I've even said I respect her, and I respect her gig. She just throws up the drama, throws it up, throws it up. I've said I don't respect the numerous ads that she puts in her videos or the fact that she has no comment section. I don't consider that harassment. I consider that advice and suggestions that her channel might grow a little bit more if she allowed those things to have discussions in her comment sections. I don't know. I just love the fact that you guys are willing to watch my video and have an opinion about it. So I like the fact that you leave comments. But those are just suggestions. I don't know that I see that as harassment, but I guess I'm wrong, and I'm not the one to define that. So, but let's get right in this video. She made a video today called Nikki Tutorials in Trouble and Jackie Ina Makeup Drama, which I think otherwise should be called or How I'm the Most Biased channel on YouTube, because I think it's interesting that she continues to make these videos about all this makeup drama, and she says she's a makeup drama channel, but yet she won't make a video about the biggest makeup drama channel out, or makeup drama that's going on right now in the community, and I think we all know what that is without me saying. And you know, that person's no longer a drama channel, even though, oh Lord, I think they're confused about it, don't you? They're now the founder of a cosmetics company, so you should be able to be just as honest with them as you are about Gerard Cosmetics, because you've been awfully honest about them in the past, Karina. So anyway, let's get right into this video. I also thought it would be interesting if she renamed her channel How I'm Obsessed with Jeffree Star, because I happened to go in there, the end of her video, which at the beginning of, she talks about Nikki Tutorials and how Nikki Tutorials was supposedly attacked, and she tweeted it out, and she says in there about how Nikki has her full support. I think that's so sweet. You know, I think it'd be really nice to have Karina Kaboom's full support, Blackheart. So, but I will get into that in just a second about her full support of Nikki Tutorials. But at the end of it, she's talking in there about makeup geek and all this kind of stuff, and how she's giving honest reviews. So I wanted to go back and see this video where she gave an honest review of it. I couldn't find that video, of which she links, I think, at the end of the video, but I did find it interesting that in the last year alone, okay, and I just went back a year, that she has made, here I need my pink fan for this, 76 videos at least, and those are the ones that only had a thumbnail, or his picture on the thumbnail, of Jeffree Star harassment and stalking. That's an interesting word, I think, you know. So, but I think that's probably why you refer so much to him as Uncle Jeffree now, because you love him so much. And apparently you would have to, because if you talk about somebody that much, you have to be absolutely obsessed with them. And I've admitted that I'm obsessed with you. I mean, for me, you're a complete anomaly. I don't understand why anybody watches your videos, especially why nobody can comment on them or interact with you except for in DMs on Instagram, where you accuse people of stalking and harassment, yet you make 76 videos about somebody else. Kind of hypocritical, I think. So anyway, but let's get right into this, because that's not really the point of my video. My point of the video is what she says in the video. And she, at the end of it, she also wants to go in and talk about why somebody isn't talked about anymore, okay? Why a certain, you know, like makeup person isn't talked about anymore, and we're going to get into that in a second. But she says in here, you know, that you always have Nikki, that you always have her support, which I think is so awesome. I went in there and I found so many videos that she had made about Nikki Tutorials. In fact, one of the videos that I found in there that she made was called Nikki Tutorials Twitter Meltdown. And she says directly to Nikki in there, how old are we? If you're going to tweet it, at least keep it. And then she goes in and she defends her good friend John Cookian, and even links his video in there about how he wasn't mean to her, which I think is interesting that she comes for Nikki Tutorials. I'm just saying, I mean, she comes for, you know, Nikki Tutorials for tweeting and deleting. How old are we? I mean, you know, to tweet and delete, and she says how unprofessional it is. So anyway, but let's get right back into this. So then she, you know, goes in here and she says that's about her, Nikki having her full support. She loves her. She loves all these people she makes videos about, apparently. She says that in her video. She goes, I literally, I love everybody that I make my videos about. Really? Well, girl. Woo! I got some swampland. So, okay. But anyway, so let's see. Then she says in there, are you ready? I have some verbatim statements that Karina, I need my black fan now, says, and she says, there are people with evil intentions Yes, Karina, I think that we have seen that recently. I think we've seen that loud and clear. The majority of us that actually act like we're seeing it, unlike you, who apparently has blinders on to the world of makeup that's right around your feet, and you're swimming in it, and I don't know why you can't see that. So, but that's interesting to me as well. And then she says, she goes in here and she talks about these makeup companies, and she goes, these embarrassing and unprofessional makeup companies, okay? Her whole channel, she says, is about rude and unprofessional makeup companies. Interesting, if that's what your whole channel is about, why you haven't made a whole video about your good friend. I mean, he's the founder of the makeup company now, and he's kind of acting out. I mean, I don't know how other people would judge it, but my assessment is when you say things to people like bitter old queen, and do you go down on your husband, and you say things to, you know, other people about STI clinics and herpes and on and on and on. That to me it's very interesting about being rude and unprofessional as a makeup company. And then, you know, it was interesting. I was going in here, I was watching this, and she yet again references her issues with Manny Mua, which I love. What is your issue with this man, okay? Because he called you ugly because of videos that you made about him. I mean, like, it's time to let the resentment go. I'm actually rather worried about you, Karina. You know, resentments are unfulfilled expectations. Resentments are when somebody doesn't act the way that we expect them to. And I mean, at the time that this happened, which was 2 years ago, I mean, I think that he would have been like 22 or 23. So why you expect a 22 or 23-year-old to act the way that a 40-year-old should? Now, I do this all the time in my videos with Tana Mojo. But really, my issue is more with the adults around her than anybody else. And since you're the adult around a 22 or a 23-year-old, maybe you should give some suggestions about how they should act professionally. I'm just saying, I mean, we are the bigger role models here, aren't we? So anyway, she says in there that what Manny did was undefendable. What he did when he went in there and he said that somebody was ugly and he was Snapchatting with the you know, Gerard Cosmetics person. I mean, we haven't let that go. I mean, there is a dead horse that is literally carcass at this point. But, you know, I think it's interesting that you see, it's like you are like this, okay? You see all of this with Manny, but then you don't see all this over here with the ugly tweets and the ugly comments that are going on with your good friend. I'm not really sure how you can defend that, but you don't see it this way either, I'm just saying. And I'm not defending it. I didn't think what he said about you was nice, not whatsoever. You know, and then she says in here, making personalized judgments. This is beautiful. This is maybe one of my all-time favorite Karina Kaboom quotes. And I kind of agree with it. I mean, I 100% agree with it. Making personalized judgments against someone you've never met is outrageous. Especially for a makeup brand, she says. Oh my God, I agree. I so agree with that. She goes on to say, if you don't believe a word Karina Kaboom says, no, I don't. I don't believe anything you say. Actually, I think you are one of the most biased drama channels out there, okay? You want to come and say all this kind of stuff, but then you will not directly take a look at your closest friend's makeup brand, the way that he is treating people, the way that he is tweeting people and deleting people, and on and on and on. You accuse other people of the exact same behavior that your closest friend who just started a makeup company for. You've lost all integrity. I mean, the both of you have. You just handed over your integrity. If it were me and I was going to give you a suggestion, anybody that is closely aligned with that nonsense should get away. You even say so much in your video. You say it. The reason people don't watch them anymore is because they're professional. They're unprofessional. Professional. I love that when Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie said that in Simple Life. It's not professional. I mean, it's not professional, Karina, okay? So why are you so completely aligned with that? And it's so obvious to people that you are sitting there and you are like completely biased to your closest friend. I don't even understand it, okay? And listen, I understand out of respect for your friend that you don't want to do it, but when you're not making the video at all, what you're saying is that you can't make an honest video about your friend. You could even make a video defending him at this point, right? But you're not making any video at all, which says, who, me? And you doing that admits his faults for him. It says you see the wrong with the behavior and you won't confront it. Because if you were going to make a video the other way, you've defended John in videos before. You defended him in this video against Nikki Tutorials that I quoted in here. I saw it. You linked his video and you said John didn't do anything wrong. So if you really didn't believe that anything wrong was going on, you would make that video, yet you haven't made that video. So that's admission of fault. As far as I'm concerned, you're a beauty drama channel that talks about rude behavior with business or makeup brands. You said it yourself in your video. I mean, it's right there. You said it yourself, and yet you won't make the video. I don't understand. And then you say you don't make video about drama channels. He's not a drama channel anymore. He's a makeup brand. At the end of it, she gives some extraordinarily, I think, awesome advice. I really do. And I'm just gonna leave you guys with this. If you're a makeup brand, just act professional and shut your mouth. Don't go on social media and remove all doubt that you're a fool. Sometimes, and your customers will cease to become your customers. If you want to be taken seriously in any industry, you have to act professionally. If you're a makeup company, it would be a good idea to act professionally on the internet. Those are Karina Kaboom's direct words and suggestions for makeup companies. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.